So I had a friend, and it's so sad that he left us. He has been here in Saudi Arabia. My name is Ali, and I'm in Saudi Arabia, and I just lost a friend within the course of this week. It's a very sad week for me, actually. So I just wish their family to be strong and to just take heart, because it is so hard that a person comes from Kenya, fully functional, is doing okay, he has been well all over, and then when it's almost time for him to leave, to go for vacation, he ends up passing away. So it is a very sad week. So I'm just hoping that they'll be strong, because it's not easy. We have to take into consideration that transferring the body from Saudi Arabia to Kenya, it might be a tedious process for around a week or two. 3 to 4 years ago, people coming to Saudi Arabia, it was a blind game, Agents used to just bring people who never used to talk about it, who used to encounter a lot of difficulties. But at the end of the day, after someone encounters difficulties here in Saudi Arabia, which happens, after a few months, 3 or 4 months, God comes through actually, and you end up getting a good job, and you end up forgetting. Because the truth is that any situation that you undergo that is hard, whenever ease comes to it at the end of it, then the hardness disappears in terms of the memory which you had in your brain. When you have the memory, but the hard moments will always disappear. So sometimes you feel like talking, and then you realize, okay, I just encountered all these hard moments, and now they are gone when I'm in a good place. So you don't want to talk about it. But why am I starting from that note? Today I want to tell you reasons as to why currently it is hard for people to come to Saudi Arabia. Because I've gotten a lot of questions from you guys. Hey Ali, would you mind telling us more about coming to Saudi Arabia? Do you have any tips? Please just advise, and all that and all that. So I'm here to tell you that for the past months that I've been here, for the past year and a half maybe or above that I've been here in Saudi Arabia, I've really tried as much as possible to look for people, to look for agents, trusted people, guys, who I can say confidently that, guys, this is a link I'm giving you to this person, this agency. These are legit people. It is very hard, very, very hard. And I get a lot of questions. Maybe people are saying that, hey, maybe you don't want us to come, or we are ready to do it, we are ready to struggle, we have the passport. Some even tell me, Ali, I have the money, I have the money for the agent and all that. So guys, my happiness at the end of the day, and I love saying this with a very honest opinion, is that you just come to Saudi Arabia and at least start in a good manner. Hardness and hardships, don't miss here in Saudi Arabia. You will encounter those situations. But my happiness is that when I sleep at night, when I talk to you in a week's time, in a month's time, in a 4 months' time, you're confidently saying that, Ali, I undergone this situation, and then after that, it was well. Or maybe the situation was because I didn't adapt for the first time because of the culture shock and all that. But at the end of the day, the work is good, I'm doing okay. It would be very, very bad if I contact a person who came to Saudi Arabia through my hands. Through my hands, I mean, I directed you to an agent, to a person who brought you to Saudi Arabia. And the information that you'd give me is that, man, I wish you didn't bring me to Saudi Arabia. And I've had a lot of people during my early days in Saudi Arabia, people that we came with, people were cursing those agents. One thing that people don't understand is that what comes out of your mouth, what comes out of your tongue in regards to a person who did something for you, in one way or another, it really affects you. So to keep your conscience clean, I personally, to keep my conscience clean, I tend not to give out information to any agent because I don't trust them. One, because I personally came to Saudi Arabia. One, I was conned. Two, I underwent through a lot of difficulties, man. And I went through a lot of difficulties. Right now you can see me sitting here, you can see me shooting videos, and people think that, hey Ali, you must be doing a good job. Others think that maybe I'm a doctor. Others think that, hey, you're doing a very prestigious job. But man, it's not easy. It's not easy. But what I love to say is that Alhamdulillah, I thank God that I've passed through a lot. That right now I can say confidently that I'm in a situation that is much better than past situations, man. I've stayed months without work, and those are some of the things which are always dangling in my mind in terms of what if I bring a person and he undergoes more tough things that I underwent through? What if I brought this person and this and that happened? Because trust me, guys, we give out an information and maybe this information happens to be not credible, and you come to Saudi Arabia and everything goes into a bad situation, one who will be accountable is me, because hey, you gave out information from maybe Ali gave out information for a certain agent, from a certain agent, and this agent decided to do this, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. Those are some of the situations whereby I tend to relax. If I get those questions, I don't reply them. And it's not because I don't want you guys to come. I want you to come to Saudi Arabia, but at least it would be best if I sleep at night knowing that, I brought this and this person to Saudi Arabia. They are undergoing through a good situation or a bad situation, but they are at work. One of the worst things to come to Saudi Arabia is you come, you stay in the accommodation of the supply company. Me, I've been there for like 4, 5, 6 months without work. Man, it takes a toll on your brain. Very much, it's not easy, man. People are looking after you. And there's this perception of people that when you're in Gulf countries or when you're out of your home, you are working always, And sometimes, man, people are not working, man. You're not working, you're just struggling here and there. But outside there, people know that Ali is working. Calls coming, expectations rise up every time. Can you send me something? Maybe I'm undergoing through this and that. Please help me with this, I'll refund this. And in reality, man, you're just here, you're not working, you're not doing anything, man. It is something that it is very hard, and I don't wish anyone to undergo through. So, first reason I would say is agents, man. They are not trusted agents, not like before. Before, people never used to talk about it. Someone would come, struggle. When good opportunity comes, he forgets about it. But this time around, people have been talkative. People have been talking about it. Have been openly saying that, these agents are scammers. These ones are not good. These ones are not good. And with that, they reduce the chances of agents who are bringing people to Saudi Arabia, which is good, And agents also who are bringing people to Saudi Arabia, they're vetting people. Like, they're vetting companies which are taking people to Saudi Arabia, which are bringing people here. Reason is they have started to be wise and understand that these situations aren't something to just bring a person to Saudi Arabia. You will be held accountable if something happens to this person. So agents, number one, no trusted agents. Number two, with these executions which have been happening here in Saudi Arabia, with our ladies who are house helps and are going through a lot of difficulties, man, people have been wise also. People are now doing research, So I usually try to tell people, as much as you want to come to Saudi Arabia, as much as you're rushing to come to Saudi Arabia, do your small research. Try as much as possible to get a friend, ask around, a chance to ask around. I was so hyped up to come to Saudi Arabia to hustle and just to achieve some sort of dreams that I had in my mind. And it costed me, guys. So I love saying that as much as you want to come to Saudi Arabia, as much as you have that passport, as much as you're passing through a lot of hardships in Kenya, in any country that you are, and you want to come to Saudi Arabia, guys, take your time. Do research. If you find an agent, ask around about this agent. Ask where you're going, because most of the time people are telling guys that, hey, you're going to this company, or he doesn't even tell you which company you're going. He just tells you, guys, there's hotel works in Saudi Arabia, you know. And since you're eager, you don't ask. You say, okay, there's hotel work. Well, when do I go? Where is the visa? Where is the all those where are all those details? You know, so try as much as possible to do research on your own. Try to find out, is this place legit? Does this company exist? Am I coming direct or am I coming through supply company? As I usually say, if you're coming direct, obviously you have to pay more because of some few issues here and there if you're coming direct. If you're coming through supply company, guys, be rest assured you'll be paying less, and that is something to be questioned about. So as much as you want to come to Saudi Arabia, try as much as possible, my people, La Familia, to ensure you do your research, to ensure that you know where you're going, because this land is not something that is easy. This land needs a person who is mentally prepared. This land it's a tough land. It's a good land, but tough land. Every place has its good and its bad, but try as much as possible to do your research, man. It's very important. Before we continue, ensure that you like, subscribe, and just tell a friend to tell a friend. We're continuing to grow, and for the new subscribers, I'm in Saudi Arabia, guys, and I try as much as possible to give you tips and tricks, to just let you through my day-to-day life vlogs, and just all in all, this is just my life in Saudi Arabia and different things that I've done. So ensure you like, subscribe, and let's grow together, guys. So last but not least, as I finish this video, because it wasn't a long video, it was just a short video to just educate you guys, give you tips and tricks for people who want to come to Saudi Arabia. Do your research apart from job-wise, do your research in terms of culture, in terms of rules and regulations, so that when you come in this land, you are capable of achieving what you wanted to achieve. You are capable of not landing yourself into problems, guys. So with those few remarks, man, I'll still be looking to get more information of an agent who is trusted. But so far, I haven't gotten an agent who is trusted, because these guys outside there, they are very greedy, man. Greed is not important, you know. The important thing is just help a person, help a guy, like if it was your own, you know, because it would be very sad if you help a person for the sort of helping that they usually help, for money-wise, for money thing, and then this guy ends up cursing you whenever he is, you know. Even God won't allow that. So guys, as much as possible, stay safe, and in case I get any information, I will let you know, guys. And also, as I usually say, and I've been saying of late, the next 3 or 4 months or 2 months, you never know, I will be going back to Kenya. So that will be giving me a good chance of doing more research, and at least having a sit down with people who are, I can say confidently that, hey guys, I trust this agent that has brought these people to this area and Gulf countries in general. So guys, till the next video, let me do some stuff here at the office. I'm just doing some little bit of things here. And for people who want to know what I'm doing, I will be disclosing my actual work in Saudi Arabia. And in a few months, guys, in a few months. So in the meantime, we deal with high sensitive stuff here in Saudi Arabia. And yeah, I will be telling you more about it soon. So guys, till the next video, salam guys, adios.